Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Let's Slice Data with Saurabh. So till now we have learned in Azure that how can we create a Windows virtual machine. Today we are going to learn about the Linux machine. So that is again a resource. So for that you have to go to the portal, and if you do not have account, please create an account in Azure to understand this. So you have to give your login ID and password. Okay, and then you can enter into the portal for Azure. So in the last lecture, we have learned about Windows virtual machine, and today we are going to learn about Linux virtual machine. That okay, how can we create? So there are two operating systems. You all know that one is Windows, one is Linux. And how can we create a Linux virtual machine? Okay, so this is my pay-as-you-go account, as you everybody knows. So first I will go to the resource group. See, currently we do not have any resource group here. So for the practice purpose, I'm creating the resource group. I'm creating the virtual machines and I'm deleting them so that there will be no cost and I don't have to pay a lot of cost about it because it's a pay-as-you-go account. Subscription is already there. Resource group is not there. So I will create a resource group. Azure subscription one is my subscription. You can rename that as well. And I am taking Central India. And why I'm taking it? Because I have done the Azure latency test. You can go to my first lecture and watch it there. So here I will create ss-ci resource group. That is my resource group name. So I will review and create. So let's say it will create, it will take some time. And I will create it. Once you hit on create, see here, resource group created. So this is the notification. You can check easily that your resource group is already created here. And see, this is my resource group, which I've created ss-ci-rg. So this is my resource group. Now I'm going to create a virtual machine, and virtual machine that too of Linux. How can we do that? And how can we connect with that Linux? For that, I will show you something in PuTTY, how to download that and how to connect with the virtual machine with the Linux. In my last video, I have shown you how to connect with the remote desktop using this Azure virtual machine Windows. Here I will go for the virtual machine. I will say create virtual machine. Okay, I'm going to create a virtual machine now. So Azure subscription is there. Resource group I have created just now. That is as a CIRG. Virtual machine name, let's say I will give Saurabh, my name. Okay. Central India availability zone, I'm not going to take, no infrastructure required. I'm just creating just for this, and I'm taking security type as standard. Image you have to search, basically all search all images here. Okay. And then search for Red Hat, because this time we don't have to do Windows. We have to do Linux. So Red Hat is the service provider like Windows there, and now it is Linux here. Okay, so now I'm here and I have to search, I have to check exactly which one I have to choose. So Red Hat Enterprise for Microsoft Azure. I think this is the correct one. I will take any machine, let's say Red Hat 9.6 LVM x64 Gen 2. Based on your configuration, based on your requirement, you can take any kind. 10 is the latest one. I'm taking 9.6. So I've taken this particular this, and then here I'm taking only one CPU and 2 gigabytes. As I told you in the Azure pricing system, this is the cheapest machine available. So I'm taking this. I am going with the password route so that I will say my login ID will be this and my password will be this. Okay, I have to rewrite it. See, follow the steps and try to create it by your own, and do not touch this. This is SSH22 is the perfectly given here. Do not touch that. Now go to the disk. See in the disk, you can see there are premium. I don't need premium. I need standard because I want to put my cost at the lowest part. Then I will say review and create. Let's see what happens. So it will create a virtual machine for me. It is running final validation. Validation is passed, and it will create. Now I have to create this. So my virtual VM in the Linux is ready. So I can create a resource group. I can create a virtual machine as well. And then friends, how to access this particular thing? For that, you have to go to PuTTY. So PuTTY is nothing but just a simple software from where you can access this virtual machine which you have created just now. So you can just download it, and once you download it, it will enable it and install it. It will show you something like this. So here, this is the PuTTY configuration. After downloading it and installing it, I can see this particular phase, port 22. I don't have to touch it. I'll go back to here. I will see that whether my resource group and my VM, everything is working fine. So if I go into my resource group, so here it is still showing me, you can see that deployment is in progress. So still my VM is getting created. Now it is created. So I can go to resource and I can see this, that, okay, my VM is getting created here. This is the public IP address. I just have to copy this and go to PuTTY, and I will just paste it here. My IP address you can see here in the PuTTY to access this particular virtual machine, and I will say open, and I have to accept it. So login as whatever the login you have given there. So I will give that login here for 123. Then it will ask for my password. So you can see this is the CLI command line interface. So Linux, in Linux, if you do not know how to do some coding, you cannot work on that. And trust me, I'm going to teach you that as well in the later videos. And so here, at least you can create this particular thing, and I will say my password. I'm typing here. Okay, so now I am in the machine. So this is my virtual machine of Linux, which I have just created, and you can see that. So I'm not going to go further on that. I will maybe go in the later videos. I'm going to close that. But this is your resource group, and this is your Linux virtual machine. How can you create that? I have just shown you that, okay, what are the steps you have to follow, and you can follow that and you can create your own Linux virtual machine. So, and one more thing, guys, like after doing all these things, you have to just make sure that you will delete this resource group. Otherwise, you have to pay a lot of charges. So whenever you are doing anything in Azure VM, you can do after doing your practical, after doing your everything. And see, guys, this is my personal account. This is not my company account or anything. So I have created this just for my learning purpose. It is a pay-as-you-go account. Let me see how much cost it accumulates till now. So no payment needed as of now. Cost analysis, if I do. So I don't think that there is any cost associated. It's 1 rupees 38 paisa cost accumulated because I have created a lot of VMs and I have deleted them. I have not done any work on them till now, but at least I can create the resource group. I can create the resources. I have created the Windows VM. I have created the Linux VM. So I will go back here. I don't want to incur my cost a lot. So I will go into this particular resource group and I will delete it. So if you delete it, see, learning purpose, we all have to learn. So somewhere we have to start that, okay, what can I do? So at least start learning Azure. Azure is very important, and it is used in most of the bigger organizations. So that's why I chose Azure to learn. And then I will this network voucher resource group. I have told you in my last video, this is just for the metrics purpose, like whatever cost and billing and whatever you are looking there, right? So for that only this is created automatically. You can delete this resource group as well, so that you don't have to pay any charge. So here you have to just copy this particular thing and paste it here for deletion. Otherwise it will not take. So delete and delete that. So you can see both of them are getting deleted here. Network voucher and SSI RG, that is the resource group which I have created. So Azure latency, Azure pricing calculator, creating a resource group, creating a Windows VM, creating a Linux VM. Till now we have learned this much. Keep following and have a great day. Inform to your friends to follow me. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a great day. Bye for now. Thank you.